all families have the same goal. They want to stay, they want to be healthy, they want to thrive, and they want to make sure that their children that's in their care grow up to be individuals that are self-sufficient, that can take care of themselves, that will further their education or be productive and give back to the community.
They're surrounded by so many bad things to the point where they don't see brightness in their future. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I had the same thing, but there is. And by coming to this program, they help you not like see the brightness, but they help you open certain doors to get to that light. You know what I mean? So,
Kinship is an alternative to foster care. Children that have had issues in their families, some of those issues look like neglect, some of those issues look like a deceased parent. Those issues may include child welfare, but it is when a child is no longer able to live with its biological parents and is taken in by a kin relative.
I just recently got custody of my grandson, Marcel, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go for support, how the court process would happen. So I just so happened saw a flyer about Family Support Services, Kin Gap. Made a call and went down to the office, met with LaDonna Powell. She not only empowered me in the area of what Family Support Services offers, but she empowered me in the area of information, communication, terminology.
When I first came to be in contact with FSBA, I was assigned a caseworker, and she helped me out to understand what I needed. And she stuck with me all along the way. How I came to care for Nala was that she was being raised by my son, and he actually got murdered. He was walking up the street to the store, and some guys got out of a car and shot him. And to this day, we don't know who did it. But because he was taking care of Nala, and I was the next closest one to her, she came to live with me.
So we don't have families that come to us because everything is going well for them. Families come to us when they are in a crisis situation. So we pick up the phone, and it is about, I just got a child and I don't know what to do. And my team is able to address that.
They're calling us to find out what resources are available, what services are available, what do they need to do even legally for a child, how they obtain support, connecting the child with maybe therapy, getting legal guardianship.
I never would feel good taking somebody from their mother, you know, because I'm a mother. So, but the whole thing is I had to think about Nala and what was best for her. And so that organization helped us to navigate the legal aspects. And I still call them for whatever I need. Whenever I need to understand something about legal, I'll call them.
You know, we don't get a book that says this is how you parent your child. We have to figure it out. And sometimes life issues are happening and you absolutely cannot figure it out alone. But when you get some support, when you get somebody telling you, this is exactly how you do this. When you need some help, call me. I'll be there to walk you through that.
They already understand that you're going through stuff in your home life, and you don't have you're with a family member that's not your parent. So you already have those not issues, but those problems already. So it's school and then home life, and they already know it's going to be stressful. So it's kind of they're fitting your needs for that. Other programs would be well, we don't know what they're going through at home. We don't know if they've been in foster care, if they're living with an aunt, a grandmother. We just know they go to school and they come here. So kinship, they already have a set idea of what you're going through and how can they help you through that.
I didn't mean to come to these tears, but because of Family Support Services, they provided me with a support group that was on my age level. I'm 56 years old. I have to be a parent all over again. I have 3 kids. All my 3 kids graduated from high school and graduated from college. My youngest just graduated from Academy of Arts University. So now I have to be a parent over here. I ain't got no problems with it. This is my dog, okay? Where I go, he go, okay? I'm his basketball coach. I'm his Sunday school teacher. I'm his music coach. I'm all of that. And, you know, I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't. He looks out for me and I look out for him.
When I was younger, I didn't have role models. Like, yeah, I had kinship, but outside of this program, I didn't have a lot of positivity. So if I can give a kid like what kinship has given to me, I'm all for that, and I love it.
Oftentimes, young people have relationships with adults that have been fractured in some way. A mentor can help mend that type of relationship in a child's mind and in their heart. And so we are always looking for people to come into our program and mentor our young people.
A lot of these kids are surviving on their own. And so what I see is kids leading kids with no sense of direction. So mentoring is very important at this time, and especially to get the kids young, because right now our kids are in a bad place. And I see this daily because I deal with high-risk kids every day. And with the amount of violence, and these kids are younger and younger carrying guns, it's really a great need for mentoring.
Being in kinship, especially coming from the backgrounds we come from, like, it's, oh no, okay. It's so easy to put the blame on other people. Like, I'm doing bad in school, well, my home life is like really bad, so I can't focus at home. So they're just like, okay, like, you may have those struggles at home, but like, you have to take responsibility. Like, you could have studied harder. You have this program, like you're in like kinship, like how
For
like,
a reason.
yeah, like you're in kinship for a reason. Accountability and responsibility. Like, you can't put all the blame on other people. You have to realize like you do have control in this aspect where you might seem like you have no control at all, but you do have control. So it's seeing that control and taking responsibility over it, if that makes sense.
Fact that we're even in a situation that we have to take care of someone else that we otherwise wouldn't have taken care of, it's a traumatizing situation. And once you recognize that, it helps us to be able to deal with it even better. And so those classes were able to help me see things, not just in myself, but in other people. And then that way I could see it in my granddaughter and help me to be a better parent.
Family is anyone that you've bonded with. So even though it's not a blood relative, family is someone that you have a connection with, someone that you are willing to support in a lifelong connection.
I feel like they care about you. Like, when they say kinship is a family, kinship is a family. Like, there's been times where I've, like, I was in a lot of after-school programs where it'll be like, hey, I missed my bus, it's getting really late. Like, have a ride home, like, I don't want to walk. And they'll come and get you and drive you home. Or they'll be like, oh, you need this? Like, I'll take you grocery shopping. Or you need support. Like, it was just overall support. Like, no matter what time, like, they were just always there for you. And
Somebody had your back, no matter what. And that's something I love.
See.
We challenge each other in different things. We play games. She loved to play games. She loved to think she could beat me at something. But that's a secret. I can still beat her, you know.
I'm really proud of my sister. Just because I've known, like, the road to where she's at now has been really hard. But she's fought through.
She was ready to give up too, because seeing how much I was depressed, it was depressing her. So she would just like, at one point she was just like, I'm over it. Like, we need to just be here for each other. And I was just like, no, because it just made me like realize like how much I can't give up and how much she can't give up, because I'm striving for greatness for her and she's doing the same for me. And so I'm proud of you.
Sharada. I'm so sorry, y'all.
So if you're sitting there today thinking, what can I do to help? I am one of those people that want to do more than hope a child gets better. I would say you could help us by becoming a donor. You could help us by serving on our board of directors. You could help us by becoming a mentor. If you are so inclined to be one of the people in this community that says, I want to love and support children, please call Family Support Services of the Bay Area. Thank you.